So the fifth step is accept things as they are. So one of the reasons that why we are not happy and why we just don't know our worth is, and we just don't love ourselves is because we accept too much. Boom! What's going on, you lovely people? This is Mayank Sharma from Boss Batman, and what I want to talk about today is how to love yourself and how I learned to love myself. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So the question is, why do you want to love yourself? Because if you don't know why you want to love yourself, you're not even going to try. So let's figure out why do you want to love yourself. Then first of all, if you do not take time or do not put efforts to find your true love for yourself, you are not going to be happy in your life, because you are always going to be in reaction. Whenever people are going to treat you badly, you're just going to take things personally and you're going to react to it. And when you react to it, it's like they're not going to value you. Then the second thing is, you're not going to be a great or good leader, because leaders are controlled in themselves and they are secure with who they are. And if you do not take time to love yourself and to have a high self-worth, and just forget about being in control with your emotions, because if you don't love yourself, it's like bad. And it directly depends on the way you feel, plus directly depends on your career and whatever dreams you have, like whatever you want to do, because these all things are interrelated. So how I learned it, as you may know that, my self-esteem was zero, confidence was zero, happiness was zero, everything was down in the dirt at the bottom. So I didn't know that everything was interrelated, and whenever I'm happy, it's like I start to love myself. You may have these things in your life that whenever things are going good, it is going the best, but whenever things are going bad, it's like shit. You just hate it. So what you gotta understand is things are interrelated. So if you're not confident, it is gonna affect your self-love. So let's talk about how I learned it. What I did was, I just used to hate myself. I used to hate the person I was. Used to hate how I look. But to be honest, I want people to love me, but I didn't love myself. And I didn't even know, funny thing is, I didn't even know that you gotta learn to love yourself before you expect love from others. Then I thought that being confident is enough. So I was too much focused on superficial things. To be honest, I read a lot about it. All these advice you get, just learn to love yourself, just accept who you are, which is true, by the way. You gotta accept who you are. But there are other things as well that they do not tell you that, in order to actually love yourself, because you have to work for it. It is gonna take efforts for a few days until it becomes totally automatic. So as you can see that, it was like too much painful. I know that, I was at the point that something must change in me, otherwise it is gonna be very hurtful for me emotionally. So I know that at that point, if I don't change, it's like so many things is that line. I was not going to be in control of myself. I'm not going to solve problems, the challenges that life is going to throw at me, because I know that I myself is not emotionally stable. Then how can I handle the challenges that life is going to throw at me? So it was a no-brainer. I had to do it. So once I start to understand that how our brain works, it's like everything becomes so easy, because that time I knew that you just gotta build your beliefs, and I know how to build beliefs, so it becomes easier. So I'm gonna give you 5 steps that you can do right now so that you can love yourself and know your true self-worth. You're gonna be so much challenged, but at the end you're gonna be a totally different person. So the first thing is you have to get to the point in your life that something must change. And that something is, you have to commit that you're going to love yourself no matter what, and you have to learn to love yourself, and you have to look for ways that how can I love myself. Then the second thing is, learn to love others. What do I mean by it? So if you have seen any person who has impacted millions and billions of lives, they always say that learn to love others. Once you start to love others, I know it's kind of a woo-woo and you maybe are not gonna relate to it, but I want you to just focus and think about it deeply. You have to think about it, and you know what I'm trying to convey to you. It is so much crucial, so much important. So there are principles that how our human nature works. So one of the principles is how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you start to love other people, it's like it is gonna send signals to your brain that you are gonna be in that loving state. So think of it this way, that every time you feel bad, you're in a bad state, and then these bad states are gonna produce more bad emotions, and these bad emotions are gonna create more bad thoughts. Similarly, when you are in a loving state, then you're gonna have loving emotions, and these loving emotions gonna create more loving thoughts. Just the nature of how our brain works. Once you do that, once you're in that state, you're automatically gonna love yourself, and then once you start to love yourself, you're gonna give it outward, and it is gonna be a feedback loop, and your mood is gonna go up and up and up, and that's how you can learn to love yourself. The third thing is, do not buy into what your mind is telling you. But how can I do that? How can I stop believing what my mind is telling me? So what you have to do is, you have to keep repeating in your mind that this is not me, this is not me. So whenever your mind say that you're a loser, whenever your mind say that you're not enough, whenever your mind say that you're not worthy, just don't believe it. Don't fight with it, but it's kind of like, try to follow me here. You have to separate yourself with your thoughts. Once you learn to do this, you're going to be so much powerful, and it is going to be so much easier for you to love yourself. So the fourth thing is, the past does not mean the future. This step, it's very difficult to really implement in your life, because throughout your life you made decisions, and the person who you are right now, it's because of your past. So it is very difficult for you right now. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. It all depends on the person who you are. So let's just say, if it is difficult for you to buy into the fact that the past does not mean future, because you have become the person who you are right now, it's because of the past. So it is gonna be dumb to actually believe that the past does not mean future. So what you gotta understand is, this video, it's about taking control. It's not about you being a leaf blown in the wind. You have to take control. Right now you're watching a video, that means you're taking control. So similarly, what you have to do is, you have to know and understand that the past does not mean future. Plenty of moments in your life which actually make it true that the past does not mean future, and you just have to look for them and remember these situations where you knew for a fact that you're not able to do it, but you still did it. Once you're able to do it, then everything after that is just a cakewalk. So the fifth step is, accept things as they are. So one of the reasons that why we are not happy and why we just don't know our worth is, and we just don't love ourselves, is because we accept too much. We expect too much from other people, we expect too much from ourselves, and we expect too much from things that are not in our control. What you want to do is, you have to let go, you have to release your different attachment, you have to release your wanting of things to go a certain way. Just let go and accept things as it is. You don't need to learn to love yourself. You don't need to look a certain way. You don't need people to like you. You don't need anything. Just let go of your desires, just let go of your needs, just let go of everything. Once you accept things as they are, you're going to be so much powerful. These are the things that actually transforms you. So just let go, learn how to let go, learn how to accept yourself, accept your insecurities, accept the way you look, accept your height, accept your life situation. Try to change it, but accept it, accept everything as they are. Always move toward becoming a better person, but accept things as they are. You're gonna love things as it is. That is the ultimate truth. So I hope this video helped you in becoming a better person, I want you to subscribe this channel. I want you to comment something that you're really struggling with, and I want you to like this video so that we can spread this message